My tenant convinced me to take out a $175 home loan to buy stock. Then he stole my home. This story, I'm telling you, it really got under my skin. I'm going to just say allegedly, but I want you to read with me, because I'm sure this has happened 1,000 times around the world. And what can we learn from this thing? Check it out. A few years ago, my best friend of over a decade, also my financial advisor and roommate at the time, convinced me that I should take out $175,000 equity out of my property and invest it in the stock market. He was a broker, and he showed me charts about how much money I could make long term. I applied, but did not qualify for a home equity loan due to my low income. So he proposed a deal. I could, quote, sell, unquote, him my home, but the property would remain mine. His name would just be on the mortgage so that I could obtain the equity. We agreed we would split the mortgage and profit from the investment. For years we did. He started to become hostile towards me when I started dating, so I asked him to move out. He secretly took a home equity loan on my property for $115,000. Shortly after that, he claimed that since the house was in his name, the equity in the property in the past few years belonged to him. I was shocked because our deal was that the property would always remain mine. Even though his name was on it, we signed an agreement that our original intention with the transaction was for no ownership interest to transfer. Ain't that deep? However, within a few months, he claimed that the property belonged to him, and he had been letting me stay there as a courtesy. He secretly took a home equity loan on my property, again, for $115,000. I am now suing him to get the property back in my name and to make him pay back the $115,000 that he stole via the fraudulent home equity loan. I'm afraid that he may have hidden his money so that I can get paid back even if I win. He claimed to the mediator that he's judgment proof, even though he makes $125,000 a year. If he has hidden his assets and I cannot get paid, what can I do? I cannot afford to take on the new mortgage with his $115,000 loan, especially at today's interest rate. That's deep. Dear Scammed, beware of the friends who approach you with a smile, presenting solutions to financial problems, especially problems that don't actually exist. His entire proposal made no sense and smelled worse than a fish market. Your line, I was shocked because our deal was that the property would always remain mine, even though his name was on it. Gives me pause for that. What does it refer to you? You cannot retain sole ownership of the property if his name was on it. The deed. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. It appears he tricked you and added himself to the deed. If so, he can refinance as a co-owner. California law allows a co-owner to take out a mortgage without the other co-owner's consent or knowledge. So yeah, you got to know the rules in your state. I'm gonna read it again. It appears that he tricked you and added himself to the deed. If so, he could refinance as a co-owner. California law allows a co-owner to take out a mortgage without the other co-owner's consent or knowledge. According to Underwood Law, which has offices across Southern California, co-owning property with other parties can be quite a responsibility that can be difficult to manage. People, have you seen a situation like this before? Arguably, one of the biggest investments a person makes is in a home. That's financially. Man, some folks I grew up with, this wouldn't have made it to the news. You feel me? I grew up in some rough neighborhoods. I know some folks, this wouldn't have made the headlines, not this way. I've been swindled. I've been used. Men use women and women use men. Read between the lines. We all been through it. Some situations we have are just bigger and deeper than others. I pray I've learned my lesson. I have trusting issues. I'm not going to lie. I have big trusting issues. I've been hurt on this channel by people who come in the name of Jesus. I've associated with people who say they're Christian in the name of Jesus. You just don't know who to trust today. We living in that time. Every day I talk about politics and how they acting. But people, your everyday person, there's something different in this realm. Put it in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. Things have changed. This realm is not the same. People don't act the same way. They don't think the same way. They don't relate the same way. Their judgment, their behavior, their morals, they ain't the same. The average person, even if they're your friend, you don't know because it's money. You have to do like an old friend of mine, an old post office friend of mine. The brother used to always tell me, Pearson, when you're dealing with business, you do like a boxer. You protect yourself at all times. And I hate to be that cautious, but baby, you can wind up losing the shirt off your back in less than 1 year, and it took you a generation to get the shirt and the house. Do you feel me? So you got to be cautious. And whoever you're dealing with, if they got a problem with you being cautious, well, you know, you got to take care of you. Look, I'm telling you from experience, it don't feel good. You want to lash out. And if you don't know the law and a person knows the law, when they strike these deals, yes, they can work the law. And you sitting up there empty, disgusted, broke, and maybe even homeless. I want to hear your comments in the comment section. You can pull this up. It's on Market Watch. Market Watch. That's where I found this article at. Market Watch. See if I can find it again. I mean, what a story. What a story. What a story. Here it is here. Market Watch. My tenant convinced me to take out $175,000 home loan to buy stock. Then he stole my home. All right, people. We'll talk to you soon. God bless you.